ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله الذي بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الغمة وجاهد في الله حق جهاده. فخير ما نفتتح به حفلنا هذا حفل التخرج الذي يتخرج من الجامعة النظيمية الإسلامية أفواج من أبنائنا الطلاب بعد إكمال دراساتهم وتحصيلهم العلم الشرعي حاملين رسالة الإسلام ناشرين تعاليمه داعين إلى الله سبحانه وتعالى على علم وبصيرة. نفتتح هذا الحفل المبارك بآيات بينات من الذكر الحكيم يتلوها علينا الطالب امتاز جملون فليتقدم مشكورا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I begin in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. May the peace and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be on our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, his family, his companions, and all those who follow him till the day of Qiyamah. Respected ulama, honorable speakers, distinguished guests, and all those present here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May I take the pleasure in welcoming you all on board the general convocation of Jamiah Naleemiah. For Kirat, may I now invite on stage Brother Imtaz Jamaloon.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وما كان المؤمنون لينفروا كافة فلولا نفر من كل فرقة منهم طائفة ليتفقهوا في الدين منهم ليتفقهوا في الدين ولينذروا قومهم إذا رجعوا إليهم لعلهم يحذرون. فلولا نفر من كل فرقة منهم طائفة ليتفقهوا منهم طائفة صدق الله العظيم.
صدق الله العلي العظيم. والله إن له لحلاوة وإن عليه لطلاوة وإن أعلاه لمثمر وإن أسفله لمغدق وإنه يعلو ولا يعلى عليه. بعد أن استمعنا إلى تلاوة عطرة من القرآن الكريم، نستمع بداية إلى كلمة الترحيب يتفضل بإلقائها سعادة السيد الحاج محمد ياقوت محمد نظيم رئيس مجلس إدارة الجامعة النظيمية الإسلامية، فليتفضل مشكورا.
May I now invite Al-Hajj Yaqut Naleem, President, Board of Management and Society, Jamiah Naleemiah. Al-Hajj Yaqut is also the son of late Al-Hajj Naleem, founder of Jamiah Naleemiah. Ladies and gentlemen, Al-Hajj Yaqut Naleem will deliver the welcome address.
Mr. Shibli Aziz, President's Council, who is one of our honored guests today, His Excellency Mr. Yaqub Yusuf Al-Atiqi, Ambassador for State of Kuwait in Sri Lanka, who is also another of our honored guests today, Dr. Sulaiman Nasir Marzouk Ashshati, Professor, College of Applied Studies, the State of Kuwait, who is also another honored guest of ours today, Salah Al-Yunusi, His Excellency, Charge d'Affaires of Libya in Sri Lanka, Mr. Ahmad Al-Misallati, Chairman of Landlib in Sri Lanka, Mr. Mushari Al-Tiabi, Second Secretary of Royal Embassy of Saudi Arabia, Mishal Al-Ansari, Consular of Embassy of State of Qatar in Sri Lanka, Mr. Munir S. Abdul Jawad, Representative of Islamic Call Society of Libya, Mr. Nasr Abu Juwaid, Director, and Mr. Abdullah Munir, Education Supervisor, both representing Mercy Lanka, Maulavi Mubarak, General Secretary, All Ceylon Jamiatul Ulama, respected ulamas, professionals, distinguished guests from abroad, from Beirut, and those distinguished guests coming from elsewhere in Sri Lanka, dignitaries from academic and non-academic institutions and organizations, members of the Board of Management and Society of Jamiah Naleemiah, local donors, people of Beirut and well-wishers, members of Islamic organizations, staff of Jamiah Naleemiah, members of Rabita al-Naleemiyin, all the graduates who are receiving their awards today, as well as their family members who have come to this function. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is indeed my pleasure to welcome you all to this convocation and degree awarding function of Jamiah Naleemiah. We would like to extend a special welcome to our honored guest, Mr. Shibli Aziz, President's Council. Mr. Shibli Aziz, who had a successful career as a President's Council, has also held other prestigious positions such as serving as a former Attorney General and also as the immediate past President of the Bar Association of Sri Lanka. Currently, he is serving as the President of All Ceylon Ahmadiyya Federation. May I also especially welcome those dignitaries coming from abroad, both foreign and local, distinguished guests, members of the diplomatic service, respected ulamas, members of organization including members of the government, and all other well-wishers and invitees. We believe that our passing out Naleemi graduates have a solid foundation in regard to their both Islamic and secular studies. Similar to any other educational institution, and with more emphasis paid to job-oriented degrees in state universities in Sri Lanka, we were also under pressure to add more courses. But we will only do changes to our courses, inshallah, as needed only gradually, without in any way compromising but improving further the content of our core Islamic studies. We should also remember the particular situation and the context in which Jamiah Naleemiah started is difficult yet a rewarding journey nearly 4 decades ago. We must first and foremost praise and be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for guiding our founder marhum M.I.M. Nalim Hajiar to boldly set up this Jamiah Naleemiah in spite of displeasure and opposition among some segment of the population in regard to the mission and objective of this institution in seeking to promote the secular and Islamic studies. We are pleased to see that now almost all of the madrasas are following or trying to follow this original and continuing objective of Jamiah Naleemiah in providing both secular and Islamic studies under one roof. Managing a charitable institution in itself a challenge these days, and under the current world situation, running an Islamic charitable education institution is even more challenging. Alhamdulillah, with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this institution continues to face these challenges successfully. Naleemi graduates have a moral responsibilities and religious Islamic duties to protect and support in every way possible this institution, which has earned an important place among the Ummah in regard to Naleemiah's dawah and Islamic studies. Accordingly, we also request and encourage our graduates to impart Islamic knowledge to others in the community while promoting unity at all times among Muslims and between Muslims and other communities. Considering the situation we are facing in our country, maintaining peace, brotherhood, and unity among Muslims would be an ibadah and duty on every Muslim. Although the help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most important factor in our protection, we should also endeavor to do our part to practically demonstrate by actions our peaceful nature while also supporting social and economic activities of other communities. We also request and encourage Naleemis to be good role models by being good Muslims as well as in being good Sri Lankan citizens. May I take this opportunity to congratulate all the graduating students and wish you all the very best, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide you all in all your future endeavors. On behalf of the management and society of Jamiah Naleemiah, I would like to offer our sincere thanks to the director, deputy director, assistant directors, and all the staff of Jamiah Naleemiah, both present as well as those who have served this noble institution in the past. We greatly appreciate all your efforts, hard work, and contributions towards the society as a whole by producing and continuing to produce another group of educated Naleemis who are in an advantaged position to better serve this ummah and all the communities, especially in this country. Finally, I would like to conclude this welcome speech by once again welcoming you all to this convocation degree awarding ceremony, and we are honored to have your presence here today amongst us to congratulate another group of deserving graduates with the title Naleemi. Wassalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
نشكر سعادة السيد الحاج محمد ياقوت محمد نظيم رئيس مجلس إدارة الجامعة النظيمية الإسلامية على تفضله بإلقاء كلمة الترحيب. والآن يشرفنا ويسعدنا أن ندعو سعادة الدكتور محمد علي محمد شكري مدير الجامعة النظيمية الإسلامية لإلقاء كلمة مدير الجامعة. فليتفضل مشكورا.
May I now take the pleasure in inviting Dr. M.A.M. Shukri, Director, Jamiah Naleemiah. Dr. Shukri is also a renowned Islamic scholar, both nationally and internationally. Dr. Shukri will deliver the Director's address.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Mr. Shibli Aziz, President Council, former Attorney General, immediate past President of Bar Association, and President All Sudan Ahadiya Federation. His Excellency Yaqub Yusuf Atiq, Ambassador of the State of Kuwait in Sri Lanka, Dr. Sulaiman Nasr al-Shasti, Professor at College of Applied Studies, State of Kuwait, learned ulama, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished guests, dear brothers, dear graduates, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I do not wish to propose, I do not wish to make a long speech on this occasion. I shall be very brief. The founding of Jamiah Naleemiah in the year 1973 opened up a new chapter in the history of Muslim education in this country. Al-Hajj M.A.M. Naleem, with a foresight, established this institution with the help of some educated Muslim personalities in order to create an institution that would impart Islamic Sharia knowledge with secular studies. At the initial stages, doubts were expressed whether this experiment in education will be successful. But Alhamdulillah, over the years, Naleemiah had progressed successfully, meeting all challenges and making rapid progress in the field of academic studies and also da'wah studies. Dear brothers, this is an important occasion for Jamiah Naleemiah. We are producing another set of Naleemis and sending to the community so that they may play their role with the background they have got in this institution. Jamiah Naleemiah has always promoted very broad-minded thinking. It has aimed at building a balanced personality, harmonious personality, with deep knowledge and insight, wisdom, and also with accommodative thinking. We have always trained them to view things in a very broad-minded manner, and we have always created in them a strong national constitutions. We are Muslims, but also we are Sri Lankans. We have to bridge this gulf between being a Muslim and also a patriotic citizen. Dear brothers, it is our duty. Sri Lankan Muslim has a long history of more than 1 millennium, and over the years, we have contributed immensely towards the progress and advancement of the country. And today, we have to emphasize this point, and in the process of building a pluralistic, multi-ethnic society, multi-religious society, we have to make an attempt to build bridges of understanding between different communities and different societies. And Naleemis are very well trained and geared towards this great task of nation building. Therefore, I do not wish to make a long speech. Jamiah Naleemiah has benefited immensely from the countries like Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and all the other Islamic countries and organizations. They have made a great contribution towards the advancement and progress of the Jamiah. We are very happy that His Excellency Kuwait Embassy is with us, the Consul of the Qatar Embassy is with us, the officials of the Libyan Embassy is with us, and all these countries have extended their cooperation for the progress and advancement of Jamiah. I am very happy Mr. Shibli Aziz is with us to deliver the convocation address. I pray Almighty Allah that may these graduates, Naleemis, who are passing out from Jamiah today, to give them knowledge and wisdom to continue their service to the community and also to the country. In conclusion, I wish to officially declare that next year we are completing our 40th anniversary. So I declare next year as the 40th anniversary of Jamiah Naleemiah. Wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
شكرا لسعادة الدكتور محمد علي محمد شكري على تفضله بإلقاء كلمة مدير الجامعة، وكذلك قام بالإعلان رسميا عن رحلة الجامعة النظيمية الإسلامية طوال 4 عقود من الزمن. والآن نريد أن نعرض عليكم عرض شريط وثائقي حول رحلة الجامعة النظيمية الإسلامية طوال 4 عقود من الزمن، فلنشاهد معا هذا العرض.
A journey across 4 decades. May we now witness a video documentary on 40 years of excellence of this esteemed institution, Jamiah Naleemiah.
Sri Lanka is an island strategically situated in the Indian Ocean, covering an area of 65,610 square kilometers with abundant natural resources. Sri Lanka has a population of 20 million people, consisting of 3 major ethnic groups: Sinhalese, Tamils and Muslims. The Muslims constitute 9% of the total population. Beruvala town, located 55 kilometers south of Colombo in the western coastal belt, is traditionally hailed to be one of the earliest Muslim settlements in the island. And Masjidul Abra in Beruvala is considered to be one of the oldest mosques in Sri Lanka. The town of Beruvala is internationally renowned for trade in gems and precious stones. The city of Beruvala, contributing to the cultural diversity throughout the history, proudly stands as the abode of Jamiah Naleemiah. Jamiah Naleemiah, across the journey of 4 decades. Jamiah Naleemiah is a standing testimony to the noble services rendered by Marhum Alhaj Naleem to the cause of Muslim education. The establishment of Jamiah Naleemiah in the year 1973 was a milestone in the history of Muslim education in Sri Lanka. The idea of founding an institution for the purpose of producing scholars who are not only learned in Islamic studies but also in modern disciplines was conceived by Alhaj M.I.M. Naleem, and this idea was given a form and content by a group of eminent ulama and scholars. Vision: to be a pioneer in capacity building of the Muslim community, aiming at the creation of a society consisting of dynamic individuals equipped with knowledge, skills and moral values. Mission: to produce a society consisting of ideal individuals through research and training to make their meaningful contribution to society. Jamiah Naleemiah, in its academic journey, has completed 40 years. The graduates of Jamiah Naleemiah play an important role in the field of dawah, education development and social progress of the community, and their contribution to nation building is much appreciable. Some occupy important positions, such as lecturers in different universities within the country and overseas. Many of them are holding important positions in the government and private sectors. The buildings of Jamiah stand in 20 acres of land in the picturesque environment. The masjid, auditorium, library, academic for development research and training building and classrooms reflect a unique architectural blending, the traditional and modern. Jamiah Naleemiah academic work is fashioned as the program of 7 years, reaping consultation from international Islamic universities. Education aims at total development human personality, and it is not confined only to classroom activities. Beyond the classroom teaching, it seeks to discover the hidden potentials, skills and abilities in the students. The extracurricular activities outside the classroom teaching are designed and programmed and functions through its various forums and committees to attain these objectives. Spirituality, aesthetic programs, sports, Rabita Kalamia, technology, media studies, Quran classes, oratory, field visits, research, leadership. A well-equipped modern library began to take form in the year 1985. The library, with 3 stories, was donated by the Islamic Development Bank, Jeddah, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and officially declared open by its president, His Excellency Dr. Ahmed Mohammed Ali. The donation of books from universities, institutions and organizations of the Islamic world and Asia Foundation enriched the library collection over the years. The library at present has a collection of over 40,000 books in Arabic, English, Sinhala and Tamil, and has a wide range of periodicals. This library can be classed as the largest Islamic library in Sri Lanka. Jamiah Naleemiah is a pioneer Islamic institution in Sri Lanka, which has been periodically developing its curriculum to upgrade students and also introducing modern disciplines to overcome major challenges faced by the Muslim community. So that it founded a special unit for computer studies called the Naleemiah Information Technology Unit, which was established under the patronage of Iqra Charitable Society, ICS, in 2001. The students follow a course in computer and its applications, which leads to a diploma. There is a well-equipped computer unit with networking facilities and access to the internet as well. Teaching and research constitute 2 main functions of any higher academic institution. While Jamiah Naleemiah performs these functions, the task of fulfilling these needs was accomplished with the establishment of the Naleemiah Institute of Research and Publications. The first major activity of the Naleemiah Institute of Research and Publications was a seminar on Muslim minorities in South and Southeast Asia in the year 1984 with the collaboration of the International Center for Ethnic Studies in Sri Lanka. In this seminar held at Jamiah Naleemiah, scholars from universities and learned institutions submitted papers relating to the subject. Dr. M.A.M. Shukri edited 18 papers presented at the seminar relating to the history of Muslims of Sri Lanka in a single volume under the title Muslims of Sri Lanka, Avenues to Antiquity in 1986. The quarterly research journal in Tamil, Islamia Sindane, has been published regularly for over a period of 20 years and could easily be claimed as one and the only Islamic research journal in the Tamil-speaking world, and has made a deep impact on the Muslim community by generating new trends of thought among the intelligentsia. Academic for Development, Research and Training (ADRT) is another important organization of Jamiah Naleemiah, established in 2007 with the purpose of expanding its academic activities and social contributions. ADRT periodically conducts seminars, workshops and conferences involving ulama, youth, community leaders and professionals. In 1995, Jamiah Naleemiah organized its first ever national exhibition successfully. It was visited by a large number of people from all over the island. In 2010, Naleemiah conducted another exhibition at national level under the theme of Miracles of Al-Quran and Muslims' Contributions to Science and Civilization. This exhibition won the admiration of all the visitors who patronized this exhibition. Over the years, Jamiah's educational mission earned the admiration and appreciation, confidence and trust of many international Islamic institutions and organizations with whom it was able to establish a very cordial and fruitful relationship, which is no small measure contributed to its progress, advancement and success during the last 25 years. These institutions and organizations assisted Jamiah by granting financial assistance, donating valuable books and journals to the library, sending lecturers to serve in the academic staff, helping to upgrade the curriculum, awarding scholarships to Jamiah graduates to pursue their postgraduate studies, and in many other ways. Jamiah Naleemiah, which has gained international recognition, is being visited periodically by internationally renowned scholars, academics, intellectuals and social workers, both Muslims and non-Muslims. The Board of Management of Jamiah, which is the administrative body, plays a dynamic role in administration and policy planning and leading it towards a futuristic vision. The lecturers of Jamiah, majority of them are products of this institute, work towards the realization of the objectives of Jamiah Naleemiah with a sense of commitment and dedication. Jamiah's educational policy seeks to create in the students a strong sense of piety, noble character, moderate thinking, with a sense of love for the country and humanity at large. Jamiah Naleemiah, across the journey of 4 decades.
والآن يشرفنا ويسعدنا أن ندعو سعادة السيد يعقوب يوسف العتيقي سفير دولة الكويت لدى سريلانكا فليتفضل مشكورا.
May I now invite our honored guest, His Excellency Yaqub Yusuf Al-Atiqi, Ambassador, State of Kuwait for Sri Lanka. Our honored guests will now address the gathering.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أتشرف اليوم أن أكون معكم كمشارك في حفل تخريج الدفعة الثامنة من الطلبة الخريجين من الجامعة النظيمية الإسلامية. وهنا أود بالبداية التعبير عن صادق تقديري وامتناني لإدارة الجامعة، وكذلك أود أن أتقدم بالتهاني للخريجين وأهلهم وذويهم، وأتمنى لهم التوفيق والازدهار في بناء مستقبل زاهر لهم في حياتهم وبلدهم. إن مثل هذه المناسبات الطيبة تذكرنا بنعمة الله علينا وأعظمها نعمة الإيمان، وأن العلاقات بين دولة الكويت وجمهورية سريلانكا هي علاقات وطيدة وعميقة وتاريخية تتمثل في العديد من مجالات التعاون بين البلدين. فقد قدمت دولة الكويت مساعدات عديدة للشعب السريلانكي خاصة في المجالين العلمي والثقافي، ويمكن أن نذكر منهم تقديم عشرات المنح الدراسية للطلبة السريلانكيين للدراسة في الجامعات والمعاهد الكويتية، بالإضافة إلى بناء مجمع الرحمة التعليمي لرعاية الأيتام في منطقة بوتلام الذي تم تمويله من قبل محسنين من أهل الكويت. كما تم تمويل مشروع جامعة جنوب شرق سريلانكا من قبل الصندوق الكويتي للتنمية الاقتصادية والعربية، والذي يعد رمزا من رموز العطاء التي تقدمه دولة الكويت لإخوانهم وأبنائهم من الشعب في سريلانكا. إخواني وأخواتي سادة الحضور، إنه من واجبنا تقديم مزيد من المساعدات للمسلمين في سريلانكا، كما قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: إن الله في عون العبد ما دام العبد في عون أخيه. وفي ختام كلمتي هذه أقول للخريجين أن يخلصوا أعمالهم لوجه الله تعالى، لأن ذلك هو سبيل الانتفاع به وسبب التوفيق لبلوغ المراتب العليا في الدنيا والآخرة. وأشكركم على دعوتكم لنا، ونتطلع إلى تحسين التعاون والتفاعل بين الشعب الكويتي والشعب السريلانكي. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. شكرا.
شكرا لسعادة السيد يعقوب يوسف العتيقي سفير دولة الكويت لدى سريلانكا على تفضله بإلقاء الكلمة. والآن ندعو سعادة الدكتور سليمان ناصر مرزوق الشطي رئيس قسم الجاليات بجمعية الإصلاح الاجتماعي والأستاذ المحاضر بالهيئة العامة بكلية التعليم التطبيقي في الكويت. ندعو سعادة السيد أن يتفضل بإلقاء الكلمة.
May I now invite our honored guest, Dr. Sulaiman Nasir Ashatti, Professor, College of Applied Studies from the State of Kuwait, to address the gathering.
والحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. بداية نشكر رئيس وأعضاء الجامعة النظيمية الإسلامية على هذه الدعوة المباركة لحضور حفل الخريجين. وأقول بداية في هذا الحفل المبارك الذي أرى شعلة من الخريجين ليرفعوا كلمة الله تبارك وتعالى في أرجاء هذه الدولة المباركة، دولة سريلانكا. يقول الله تبارك وتعالى: يرفع الله الذين آمنوا منكم والذين أوتوا العلم درجات. فدرجات كثيرة وكبيرة سوف تحصلون عليها في الدنيا قبل الآخرة، وذلك بتسلحكم في هذا العلم الشرعي الذي قال عنه الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم: خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه. وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام: طلب العلم فريضة على كل مسلم ومسلمة. فبهذا العلم فتح النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أرجاء هذه الدنيا، وذلك بإخلاص الدعوة إلى الله تبارك وتعالى. فأول صفة لطالب العلم هو الإخلاص. ما كان لله دام واتصل، وما كان لغير الله انقطع وانفصل، فأخلصوا النية لله تبارك وتعالى تنالون الأجر العظيم في الدنيا والآخرة. فمن طلب العلم للدنيا نال الدنيا فقط، ومن طلب العلم للآخرة نال الدنيا والآخرة معا. أيها الخريجين الكرام، الأخ الكريم رحمه الله الذي أسس هذه الجامعة المباركة النظيمية إنما كان بمثابة السيف الذي رفعه الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم في غزوة أحد، وعندما قال: من يأخذ هذا السيف بحقه، من يأخذ هذا السيف بحقه، ورفع السيف عاليا، فقال أبو دجانة رضي الله عنه، ذلك الصحابي الجليل ذو العصابة الحمراء، قال: أنا آخذ هذا السيف بحقه. فأخذه أبو دجانة ونفضه بين يديه وتبختر في ذلك المكان، فقال له النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: تلك مشية يبغضها الله تبارك وتعالى إلا في هذا الموضع. ونحن نبارك أن حمل هذا السيف هو صاحب هذه الجامعة المباركة الحاج نظيم، رفع هذا السيف فأسس هذا البنيان العظيم، هذا البنيان الذي أسسه فهو أصله ثابت وفرعه في السماء بإذن الله تبارك وتعالى. ثم جاء بعده هؤلاء الخلف من رئيس مجلس الإدارة ابنه ياقوت، وكذلك مدير الجامعة ونائب مدير الجامعة والأساتذة الفضلاء، ليقوموا كذلك بهذا الغرس ليأكل الناس هذا الثمر الجني الذي سوف يرونه من هذه الجامعة المباركة. فنسأل الله تبارك وتعالى أن يمن على هذه الجامعة بالخير، وأن يرحم مؤسس هذه الجامعة، وكذلك يوفق الخريجين لكي يكون لهم دور في هذه الدعوة المباركة ونشر هذا العلم في كل مكان، إنه على ذلك قدير. وصلى اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.
شكرا لسعادة الدكتور سليمان ناصر مرزوق الشطي على تفضله بإلقاء كلمة. والآن يشرفنا ويسعدنا أن ندعو الضيف الكريم في هذا الحفل ليلقي كلمة حفل التخرج، ألا وهو سعادة السيد شبل عزيز المحامي ورئيس مجلس القضاة سابقاً ورئيس مجلس إدارة المدارس الأحدية على مستوى سريلانكا، فليتفضل بإلقاء كلمة حفل التخرج.
May I now invite Justice Shibli Aziz, President's Counsel, former Attorney General, immediate past President of the Bar Association and President of All Ceylon Ahdiya Federation. Justice Aziz will deliver the convocation address.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. All praise is due to God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May He shower His choicest blessings on our holy Prophet, Muhammad, whose month of birth we are celebrating at this time. Mr. Yaqut Naleem, President of the Board of Management of this great institution, its Director Dr. Shukri, Deputy Director Sheikh Aga Muhammad, and the learned ulemas, Your Excellencies, and distinguished guests. Of course, not forgetting the graduates who are today passing out as Naleemis into the world. Assalamu alaikum. Alhaj M.I. Naleem, who could be considered a jewel in the crown of our community, with tremendous foresight, felt compelled to address a serious shortcoming. This was the lack of an adequate center for Islamic research and learning in our country. Well nigh 40 years ago, he set up this institute, which has been nurtured by those who are in charge of his affairs and has now grown into a sturdy and internationally recognized place of Islamic learning. The aim was to produce individuals well versed in Islamic knowledge, whilst at the same time deeply ingrained with contemporary knowledge and with a broadened outlook, as your director kept on repeating, the broadened outlook. A broadened outlook, which I want to say and emphasize, is a need in a plural society as ours, and especially in troubled times as we are living in today. He saw the need to create a more timely and relevant institute, more expansive than the madrasas we are used to, a radiating center which will pulsate with Islamic knowledge and serve as a beacon to all who wish to know the true benefit and the meaning of our great religion. Perhaps he was imbued with a thought which he perhaps unknowingly shared with the famous writer Will Durant, which is reproduced in your brochure, that when Islamic culture was at its height, I quote, in 1,000 mosques from Cordoba in Spain to Samarkand in Eastern Europe, scholars were as numerous as pillars and made the cloisters tremble with their eloquence. The process is going on, and we as beneficiaries can only whisper a silent prayer for Naleemiah, for his prescience of thought and his great financial contribution to make it a reality. We still have to do more. An area which we have to concentrate upon and seek remedial measures is education, which area is perceived by many educationists and other intellectuals in our community as our weakest link. According to them, there will in the future be a rapid disempowerment and weakening of our community in the fabric of our nation, with a further deterioration of its already impoverished members. The vast majority of our children face acute discrimination in admission to good schools, of course disregarding the relatively small intake into what is known as international schools, which vary from the very good to the spurious and the bad. The lack of access to education results in poor admissions to the universities and places of higher learning, which shuts out consequently our youth from getting into public service, employment, or even in the private sector. While we believe that the intake to the public service should be only on merit, in a multi-ethnic society, there is a need for the public service to reflect this multi-ethnicity as well, so that the delivery of public services is not discriminatory and is fair to everyone. Thus, a serious drop in the intake of Muslims into the public service gravely affects the rightful demands which the Muslims can make from the government. Apart from the public sector, we see the erosion in the private sector as well. Though we seem to have professionals spread out around a bit, in relation to our population, such persons are grossly few in numbers and well below our national ratio. Even those numbers will dry up soon. It is predicted that if this trend is not arrested, in 20 years' time, we would not have any worthwhile public servants or private sector entrepreneurs or other persons of eminence to speak of. The resultant tragedy will impact more on the less fortunate members of our community who will not have this buffer to protect and guide them. My friends, we have to start with our children. We face innumerable difficulties in getting our younger children admitted to schools, both in the urban and rural areas. Even if we have them admitted, It is to schools which do not have the basic facilities, such as adequate or competent teachers, weak in science subjects, and most such schools being at the lower end of the education stream. Given the existing nature of the weak education foundation of our children, it is not surprising that our youth shun or are forced to shun the higher education opportunities which are available to others. The admissions to our higher education institutions have dropped to an all-time low, with the forecast that the figures will drop some more. Strong and effective measures should be taken to remedy this prime cause leading to the woeful plight of the Muslims in education. This has been handled by leaders of our community, including our politicians and the educated like you, those who are going out into the world today, the ulamas, the graduates, the Naleemiahs, and the more fortunate brothers in our community. In the meantime, it is important that we have to instill in the mind of every member of our community, the men folk as well as the women folk, those living in urban areas as well as in rural areas, the need to realize the importance of directing our younger generation to education. We should remind them that the underpinning for all this is the need for knowledge, which with Allah's grace is the only thing which can permanently empower and protect our community. Let me just digress from my words here. I have asked that we should all get involved in this process. Let me relate something which happened to us a few months or 1 or 2 years ago. We had a serious problem at law college. We found that the intake of Muslim students was very, very, very low. We had just about 2 or 3 Muslim students entering the law college. And you know the importance of lawyers to a community. Of course, lawyers make money, that's a different thing. But they also end up in parliament. They end up in very important places. And they are in a position to influence others. And that is why we had a whole galaxy of lawyers drawn from our community who held their head high and fought. You can think of 100 years ago, names come to my mind. Even recently, I don't want to mention any names, but it was the lawyers who took the foreground. So when we are in a position when we had just 2 or 3 lawyers entering law college, it was a serious problem. We realized that we have to get involved. And I, with a whole lot of others who are equally involved, with the Naleemiahs, who are lawyers with us at Halstorf, we got together and we had a plan of action. We had a scheme where we tried to train them, teach them how to get into law college, because they were all scared of this national examination and things like that. We taught them, and there were so many committed people amongst you, amongst my lawyer friends, some of them were Naleemiahs, who took with us an opportunity of teaching those who were aspiring to enter law college, and we found the numbers increasing. From 2, it became 12, 12 became 100, and then we realized there was a vast potential, and they were all deprived. I don't want to enter into this new controversy which has arisen about the numbers of intake into law college. I don't believe that our people cheated. All what I can say is we really got involved in the process, and we helped the people from the east, the north, even from the central provinces to take another look at law college, and they are entering the law college. What I'm trying to say is this: if we all get involved in the process, we can do quite a lot in our own lifetimes. We can improve the status of the schools. And I know so many institutions are doing that. The factor of knowledge is not new. From time immemorial, there has been one valuable constant in human civilization: the better equipped and the more knowledgeable will prosper over others. Thus, the Holy Quran and the Hadith of the Holy Prophet, on whom be peace, not only exhorts but orders the Muslim to seek knowledge. Inherent is the advice to upgrade their skills. It is no exaggeration to say that we need more scientists, engineers, business entrepreneurs, especially with a global outlook, networking among Muslim scholars and consultants in all areas of the experience. The Holy Quran emphasizes this. Are those, verse 39, Surah 39, verse 9, are those who know equal to those who not know? In Quran, verse 58, Surah 58, verse 11, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will exalt in degree those of you who believe and those who have been granted knowledge. The Holy Prophet, on whom he said that the knowledge is like a lost treasure that the Muslims find and regain, and that the ulama, the men of knowledge, are like a bright constellation of stars on a dark night. Respected ulamas and friends, I'm a lawyer, as you know, and I know that among many graduates, as I've said before, there are many Naleemis who have become very good lawyers. They are serving in varied fields and so well. But I want to focus on another aspect of it. I'm aware that many of my colleagues, the non-Muslims, they have a high respect for Muslim judges. We have had so many Muslim judges, men of eminence, again no mentioning of names, but you all know the names, who have been there for a long, long time, who are still there and who will come in the future. All my non-Muslim lawyer friends have a respect for the Muslim judges. They say those judges are very good. So then I also thought, how are our Muslim judges different from the other judges? Well, the answer is not far to seek. It was the quality of justice which is drummed into the mind and conscience of every Muslim regarding the importance of justice. No greater exhortation is given than in the Holy Quran for this. It becomes almost like a pillar of Islam, justice. Let me refer to some of them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands justice, the doing of good, and the liberality to kith and kin, and he forbids all shameful deeds and injustice and rebellion. That's verse Surah 16, verse 90. Then the most important words, I think, Surah Nisa, Surah 4, 135 verse. You who believe, stand out firmly for justice as witnesses to Allah, even as against yourself, or your parents, or your kind, whether it be against rich or poor, for Allah can best protect both. Follow not the lusts of your heart, lest you serve, and if you distort justice, or decline to do justice, verily Allah is well acquainted with all that you do. O you who believe, stand out firm for God as witnesses to justice, and let the enmity of others make you swerve. Just because you don't like a person, let it not swerve you from the path of justice. Be just, that is next to righteousness, and fear God. Indeed, God is well acquainted with all what you do. Surah 5, verse 49. So there are enough and more. I just took out a few important ones. And in fact, this was also referred to in the Supreme Court recently, when the Chief Justice was sworn in, read out from Surah Nisa and said, look here, this is what the Islam faith does, so does the other religions. We should all try to aim at that as much as we can. So this is some exhortation which we will have to take to heart, and I know that we as Muslims, not only in Sri Lanka, have taken to heart, and perhaps that is the cause of the present problems we have, because we are fighting for justice. Think of Palestine. Are we not fighting for justice there? And that is why our cause is just. And perhaps the world does not look at it that way through their dim approach. Learned ulama and friends and distinguished gentlemen who are here, let me share another thought. The Muslim community in Sri Lanka is at a critical juncture. As it was said today, the future is beset with uncertainty. Strident radical calls emanate from quarters which are working against the Muslims. Whilst efforts should be and are being made to mend fences with the other communities in our land, with whom we have been long living together as brothers in Sri Lanka, we as a community should also take steps to identify measures which will secure the long-term interests of our community and its members. The majority community feels threatened, and this is the reason for the recent events which have cast an ominous gloom in our lives today. We have to allay their suspicions, which we have needlessly fed. We should see in what manner we have caused or contributed to these fears entertained by them. Is it our visibility in the religious field which has caused this, and which seems to have caused in their fears that Islam is gaining ground in Sri Lanka? Or is it our limited success in the business field? Whatever it is, we have to think hard and avoid the path of overexposing ourselves and being targeted. They think that all Muslims are extremists and as lurking threats to their way of life. Should we not allay their suspicions by pointing out to them the true message of Islam, the message of reconciliation, peace and harmony, and not fanaticism or terrorism? The time is right for us to evolve a communal consensus as to how we are to meet this issue. Should we not strive for integration rather than distancing from our fellow citizens? How do we do this? Many questions arise. As advocated by our Holy Prophet, on whom be peace, should we not, as he says, always adopt a middle, moderate, regular course and follow his precept that, I quote, religion is very easy, and whoever overburdens himself in his religion will not be able to continue in that way. So you should not be extremists, but try to be near to perfection and receive tidings that you will be rewarded. Unquote. How do we translate this to life in a plural society where we are minorities? How do we preserve our way of life without compromising on our core values whilst living harmoniously as fellow citizens? These are the questions which we will be grappling with in the very near future and perhaps the immediate future if we are to avoid a major conflagration. I cannot think of a better institution than Naleemiah to guide us at this critical time, perhaps the most critical time we are living in today. Perhaps a national dialogue of our community leaders at a quiet level to discover ways and means of achieving this could be a first step. Your institute can certainly lead us. Let me conclude by saying Jazakallah Khair for giving me this opportunity to share some of my thoughts before this learned audience. And let me, on my own behalf and on behalf of everybody here, wish all the new Naleemis who are passing out and who will be entering the world and serving in different parts of this country be imbued with a sense of foresight, with a sense of confidence, with a sense of knowledge, so that they can spread the message of Islam not only among our Muslims, not only among our youth, but among all citizens of this country. Jazakallah khair. Thank you.
شكرا لسعادة السيد شبلي عزيز على كلمة حفل التخرج. والآن نحن مع كلمة نائب مدير الجامعة ألا وهو سعادة الأستاذ أغار محمد عبد الكريم، ويتولى معا توزيع الشهادات على الخريجين. فليتفضل مشكورا.
Jazakallah khairan, Mr. Shibli Aziz, President's Council, for sharing your words of knowledge with us. May I now invite Sheikh Agar Muhammad, Deputy Director Jamiah Naleemiah, also a renowned Islamic scholar, to deliver the Deputy Director's address and the conferment of degree.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وسيد المرسلين محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أيها الحفل الكريم، أحييكم بتحية الإسلام، فالسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. من دواعي السعادة والبهجة أن نلتقي وإياكم في هذا الحفل المبارك. هذا الحفل هو عنوان إنجاز صنعه أبناؤنا ونحن نفرح به جميعا، لأن بركات ونتائج وآثار هذا الإنجاز ستعود إلى الجميع. أيها الأبناء الخريجون، إنني في هذه المناسبة الميمونة أهنئكم وأهنئ أهلكم وأحباءكم وأصدقاءكم. ها أنتم تقطفون اليوم ثمار سنوات من العمل الجاد على مقاعد الدراسة، فهنيئا لكم بما صنعت أيديكم وطوبى لكم. وأشكركم أيها الأبناء على جهودكم وجهادكم في طلب العلم وتعبكم وسهركم، وفي نهاية المطاف على نجاحكم. وأسأل الله تبارك وتعالى أن يوفقكم في بقية العمر بعد أن يطيل أعماركم إلى مزيد من العلم والعمل وفعل الخير والبناء للدنيا والآخرة. ويجب أن أتوجه بالشكر إلى الأهل الكريم وإلى الآباء والأمهات وإلى العائلات الكريمة التي تحملت كل الأعباء وأصرت وواكبت ودعمت أبنائهم لمواصلة الدراسة والتحصيل العلمي، وأشكرهم جميعا، وأدعو الله عز وجل أن يجزيهم خير ما يجزي به العاملين المخلصين. ولا أريد أيها الإخوة أن أطيل عليكم الكلام نظرا لضيق الوقت. والآن نحن وبهذه المناسبة الميمونة مع فقرة توزيع الشهادات على الأبناء الخريجين. اسمحوا لي الآن أيها الحضور الكريم أن نواصل هذا البرنامج بلغتنا الأم اللغة التاميلية. மதிப்புக்குரிய அதிதிகளே, அன்புக்குரிய சகோதரர்களே, சகோதரிகளே, தற்போது பட்டமளிப்பு நிகழ்வு நடைபெற இருக்கின்றது. இந்த நிகழ்வை நடாத்த எனக்கு ஒத்துழைப்பு வழங்குவதற்காக ஜாமியா நதீமியாவின் உதவி பணிப்பாளர் ஷேக் அய்யூப் அலி அவர்களை இங்கே நான் அழைக்கின்றேன். பட்டச் சான்றிதழ்களை வழங்கி வைப்பதற்காக எமது சிறப்பு அதிதி ஜனாதிபதி சட்டத்தரணி கௌரவ ஷிப்லி அசீஸ் அவர்களை அன்போடு இங்கே அழைக்கின்றேன். துஃபாத் 2008 academic year 2008 الشيخ عبد الجواد محمد زيهان first class ممتاز. الشيخ محمد سلطان شميل محمد first class ممتاز. الشيخ محمد صبور الدين محمد رزان first class ممتاز. الشيخ يبير زياد first class ممتاز. سليمان لبي محمد رزين conferred in absentia second class upper division. فريد محمد فازمي second class upper division جيد جدا conferred in absentia. عبد الواحد فكر الأمين second class upper division جيد جدا. محمد أشرف محمد أفرار second class upper جيد جدا. محمد زين محمد رسمين second class upper جيد جدا conferred in absentia. محمد عويس عبد الخالق الأرشد second class upper جيد جدا. نصير حسن زياد upper class second class upper division جيد جدا. محمد زامل محمد شافي second class upper division جيد جدا. سمردين محمد حريس second class upper جيد جدا conferred in absentia. آدم لبي محمد أمين second class upper division جيد جدا. حمتون محمد إحسان second class upper division جيد جدا conferred in absentia. عبد الخليل محمد سياد second class upper جيد جدا conferred in absentia. محمد حنيفة محمد ظافر second class lower division جيد. نجم الدين محمد فرحان second class lower division جيد conferred in absentia. عبد الحميد محمد حارس second class lower جيد. ناسم رئيس الدين second class lower جيد. عبد النصير محمد جنيد second class lower جيد. سمون عبد السلام second class lower جيد. نصر الدين محمد جبروت second class lower division جيد conferred in absentia. عبد الحميد ناسك أحمد second class lower division, Jayyid. Conferred in absentia. Muhammad Nizam Muhammad. Muhammad Ratnam Muhammad Rais. Saul Hamid Muhammad Rislan. Academic year 2009. Muhammad Zafir Muhammad Ahlam Fahmi, first class, Mumtaz. Najmuddin Muhammad Rishad, first class, Mumtaz. Muhammad Arus Muhammad Ashkar, first class, Mumtaz. Abdul Shakur Muhammad Nerus, first class, Mumtaz. Muhammad Muhyiddin Ahmad Bistami, first class, Mumtaz. Salahuddin Muhammad Ridwan, first class, Mumtaz. Salahuddin Adnan Muhammad, first class, Mumtaz. Isa Labbe Muhammad Rusli, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Riyaz, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan, conferred in absentia. Abdul Rahim Muhammad Ashiq, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Hasanul Farooq Muhammad Faisal, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan, conferred in absentia. Taha Muhammad Anzar, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Fajir Shahir, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan, conferred in absentia. Muhammad Hanifa Kamil Jawad, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan, conferred in absentia. Muhammad Azhar Muhammad Rifaq, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Ishaq Muhammad Munir, second class, upper, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Salahuddin Muhammad Insaf, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Zawahir Muhammad Rishad, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Farooq Muhammad Hussain, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan, conferred in absentia. Abu Ubaida Muhammad Hatim, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan, conferred in absentia. Abdul Wahab Muhammad Basir, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Ghaus Muhammad Ajmal, second class, upper division, conferred in absentia. Ihsanuddin Wasim Akram, second class, lower division, Jayyid. Muhammad Awais Muhammad Manas, second class, lower, Jayyid. Muhammad Salim Muhammad Abdullah, second class, lower, Jayyid. Muhammad Farooq Muhammad Faslan, second class, lower, Jayyid. Muhammad Niyas Luqmanul Hakim, second class, lower, Jayyid, conferred in absentia. Muhammad Ismail Muhammad Jasli, second class, lower, Jayyid. Liaqat Ali Khan Diyaur Rahman, second class, lower, Jayyid. Adam Labbe Muhammad Rizvi, second class, lower, Jayyid, conferred in absentia. Muhammad Farooq Muhammad Altaf, second class, lower division, Jayyid, conferred in absentia. Muhammad Niyas Muhammad Ashraf. Jazakallahu khairan. Thank you very much. தொடர்ந்து பட்டச்சான்றிதழ்களை வழங்குவதில் எனக்கு ஒத்துழைப்பு வழங்குவதற்காக ஜாமியா நதீமியாவின் உதவி பணிப்பாளர் மதிப்புக்குரிய ஷேக் ஹைருல் பஷர் அவர்களை அன்போடு இங்கு வருமாறு அழைக்கின்றேன். والآن يقوم بتسليم الشهادات للخريجين الأستاذ الدكتور سليمان ناصر الشطي فليتفضل مشكورا. Academic year 2010, Hajjul Akbar Afan Abdul Halim, first class, Mumtaz. Muhammad Fairuz Muhammad Naushad, first class, Mumtaz. Muhammad Zakaria Muhammad Mazhar, first class, Mumtaz. Muhammad Makeen Muhammad Nafli, first class, Mumtaz. Baitullah Asad, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Abdul Harith Shyam Muhammad, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Sharif Muhammad Azmir, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Iqbal Muhammad Faisal, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Mansoor Muhammad Farhan, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Mansoor Muhammad Farhan, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Zainul Abidin Muhammad Azim, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Abidin Muhammad Rismi, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Jawsi Muhammad Isul, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Qasim Abdul Wajid, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Fadil Muhammad Fadilur Rahman, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Arif Muhammad Safwan, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Rauf Rasmi Muhammad, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Gaus Muhammad Insaf, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan, conferred in absentia. Muhammad Riflan, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan, conferred in absentia. Muhammad Amin Muhammad Ashkar, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Adam Lebbe Muhammad Rikaz, second class, lower division, Jayyid, conferred in absentia. Anwar Ali Muhammad Shafraz, second class, lower division, Jayyid, conferred in absentia. Salim Siraj Muhammad, second class, lower division, Jayyid. Abdus Salam Ahmad Ramis, second class, lower division, Jayyid. Muhammad Ibrahim Muhammad Rizwan, second class, lower division, Jayyid. Rashid Muhammad Sanoon, second class, lower, Jayyid, conferred in absentia. Muhammad Tahir Muhammad Naizer, second class, lower division, Jayyid. Abdul Ashrafu Muhammad Rahim, second class, lower, Jayyid, conferred in absentia. Muhammad Nizar Muhammad Safa, second class, lower division, Jayyid. Abdul Shukur Jazil Ahmad, second class, lower, Jayyid. Muhammad Akram Muhammad Asir, second class, lower, Jayyid, conferred in absentia. Now academic year 2011. Muhammad Ismat Muhammad Shakil, first class, Mumtaz. Muhammad Ilyas Muhammad Mahir, first class, Mumtaz. Muhammad Wadud Muhammad Salmi, first class, Mumtaz. Amiruddin Muhammad Raisul Islam, first class, Mumtaz. Muhammad Razak Muhammad Arqam, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Razik Muhammad Shafran, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan, conferred in absentia. Tuan Muhammad Tawfiq Aziz, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Tawfiq Muhammad Sarjun, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Najmuddin Muhammad Naja, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Ahmad Hussain Muhammad Abrar, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Subaydin Rizan, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Hamim Mubasir, second class, upper division, Jayyid Jiddan. Muhammad Nu'man Muhammad Muzni, second class, upper division, جيد جدا. محمد إقبال محمد تميم second class upper division جيد جدا. آدم بولي محمد فضيل second class upper division جيد جدا. محمد زياد محمد رزني second class upper division جيد جدا. عبد العزيز إحسان second class upper division conferred in absentia. جزاكم الله خيرا وبارك الله فيكم. والآن يقوم بتسليم الشهادات للخريجين الأستاذ الحبيب عبد الله محمد الهدير، فليتفضل مشكورا. عبد اللطيف محمد رياس second class upper division جيد جدا. محمد حزير محمد حسني second class upper division جيد جدا. رازق محمد رزوان second class upper division جيد جدا conferred in absentia. عناية الله فيزان أحمد second class lower division جيد. آدم بولي محمد ماهر second class lower division جيد. محمد جمال الدين محمد فيروز second class lower division جيد. سردار حاجة محمد second class lower division جيد. محمد إسماعيل فزاهر محمد second class lower جيد. محمد أنصار محمد فهد second class lower division جيد. محمد رضا محمد مصباح second class lower division جيد. عبد العزيز عبد العزيم second class lower division جيد. محمد يقين محمد منساج second class lower division جيد. محمد مؤمن محمد سميت conferred in absentia. زواهر محمد إرشاد conferred in absentia. Academic year 2012 محمد فوز محمد زكي first class ممتاز. محمد حمزة محمد شفقان second class upper division. محمد أشرف محمد فرناس second class upper division. شام شهاب الدين محمد مجاهر second class upper division. محمد شفين محمد أشاد second class upper division جيد جدا. محمد محسين إنعام الحسن second class upper division جيد جدا. محمد يوسف محمد شيفان second class upper division جيد جدا. عبد السلام عزام صادق second class upper division جيد جدا. محمد سليم محمد علي second class upper division جيد جدا. مناف محمد حافظ second class upper division جيد جدا. محمد مسعود محمد رفاس second class upper جيد جدا conferred in absentia. سليمان لبي محمد حسن second class upper division جيد جدا. ياسين لبي مجيب الرحمن second class upper division جيد جدا. زبير عبد الهادي second class upper division جيد جدا. عبد الرشيد محمد عرفان second class lower جيد. آدم بلي محمد محيس second class lower جيد. محمد مصطفى محمد فزني second class lower جيد. توان شفراز شمس الدين second class lower جيد. محمد مسعود مجيب الرحمن second class lower جيد. Muhammad Hanifa Hilal Ahmad Fahim, second class lower, Jayyid. Sadiqul Mubin Muhammad Riyad, second class lower, Jayyid. Tuan Fahim Salasa, second class lower, Jayyid. Mira Sahibu Muhammad Fazil, second class lower, Jayyid. Abdul Rashid Muhammad Azhar, second class lower, Jayyid. Muhammad Razik Shafraz Muhammad, second class lower, Jayyid. Asanar Rahim, second class lower division, conferred in absentia. Muhammad Nasir Muhammad Nafis, second class lower division, Jayyid. Azan Muhammad Ifam Muhammad, second class lower division, Jayyid, conferred in absentia. Muhammad Mashur Muhammad Insaf. Muhammad Fawzar Muhammad Farzan. Jawabdin Jasri. Muhammad Noor Fazlur Rahman. Muhammad Safardin Muhammad Isfahan. Farooq Muhammad Fazil, conferred in absentia. Adam Lebbe Abdul Hadi. Mira Lebbe Muhammad Jahid. Nahib Muhammad Nishat. Hamim Hussein. وهذا وبالله التوفيق والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته وجزاكم الله خيرا على حسن تعاونكم.
شكرا لسعادة الأستاذ أغا محمد عبد الكريم نائب مدير الجامعة على كلمة نائب مدير الجامعة وتوليه توزيع الشهادات على الخريجين. ونحن الآن مع برنامج أخير ألا وهو كلمة الشكر يتفضل بإلقائها سعادة السيد نجمان زاهد سكرتير مجلس إدارة الجامعة النظيمية الإسلامية فليتفضل مشكورا.
I now take the pleasure in inviting our Sheikh Najman Zahid, Secretary, Board of Management, Jamiah Naleemiah, to deliver the word of thanks and dua.
Mr. Chairman, honorable guest, our most valued invited guest, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. I, on behalf of the Board of Management of Jamiah Naleemiah, and on my own behalf, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to all for gracing this very special occasion of the graduation ceremony of Jamiah Naleemiah today. A big thank you to Honorable Shibli Aziz, President Council, former Attorney General, immediate past President of Bar Association of Sri Lanka. We are all inspired by your great words. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for Professor Dr. Sulaiman Nasir Marzouk Al-Shatti and Mr. Abdullah Muhammad Al-Hudayb, representative Islamic Reform Society, Kuwait, for their pain taken to come all the way here to Sri Lanka to grace this occasion. Further, we are grateful to Your Excellencies, the Diplomatic Corps accredited to the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka. Amid your tight schedule, Your Excellencies opted to attend today's ceremony, and it's indeed an encouragement to us all. I am also very grateful to respected ulamas, the representative of various organizations and institutes, namely All Ceylon Jamiatul Ulama, its General Secretary Sheikh Mubarak is here, as well as other representatives from WAMI Sri Lanka, Mercy Lanka, World Islamic Call Society, and the Land Lib, and the lawyers for their participation here today with us. I may like to express our sincere thanks to the members of the Society of Jamiah Naleemiah who also made their presence available today on this important occasion. We also would like to acknowledge our very special gratitude to Rabita and Naleemiyin Alumni Association of Jamiah Naleemiah for its continuous support it has been extending to Jamiah Naleemiah. May I now take this opportunity to thank today's heroes, those all who are graduating this evening, and their parents and guardians. Congratulations. And I wish them all success. Well, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, an event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels started rolling weeks ago. It requires planning and bird's eye for details. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and talented members of the staff of Jamiah Naleemiah, academic and non-academic, who know their job and are result-oriented under the guidance of its director and deputy director. I would like to take this opportunity to place on record our hearty thanks to the dedicated current students of Jamiah Naleemiah who have been busy since the beginning of the process and have been working hard day and night to make this event as colorful as they can. May Allah bless them all. I also wish to express my gratitude to the press and media personnel who have gathered to cover this event and carry it beyond the boundaries. I also extend my thanks to all whom I have not mentioned their names here for their enormous cooperation extended to this event. I cannot thank everyone enough for their involvement and their willingness to take on the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zone. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, I'm also very grateful. I express my deep gratitude and thanks on behalf of the management and on my own behalf to the knowledge work personnel who are here today with us to record all the event and presenter who had made excellent presentation in English. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to state that we are almost grateful to all on this stage. We thank you for being with us in this evening. It's been a great pleasure. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khairan.
شكرا للسيد نجمان زاهد على كلمة الشكر. وبهذا وصلنا إلى نهاية البرنامج في هذا الحفل الكريم، على أمل أن نلتقي بكم إن شاء الله في لقاءات واجتماعات أخرى، وحتى ذلك الحين نستودعكم الله ونسأل الله تعالى لنا ولكم التوفيق. وشكرا، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.